It's Barrett Cohen, WLSN, and we're here at the Westin Hotel, and it's my pleasure to have with us, seems like we've been trying to get a hold of you forever now, and we finally got a hold of him, Julian Posey, defensive back with the Jets. Welcome to WLSN. You've done ESPN, we've seen you in all these spots, but you haven't reached the pinnacle of your broadcast career until you've reached WLSN.
Exactly. I would have to agree with you in every sense in that. But, just to be able to be in connection again with LaSalle and be able to reach out to the people, it brings a lot to my heart, man.
Julian, your family means a lot to LaSalle. You really do. You and DeVere. We met your mom. We talked to her for about a half hour, and your girlfriend. And I know you, Bobcat, won't hold that against her, but being a Miami guy myself. But it's really great to have you here in Cincinnati. I know you got to be excited. I first want to ask you, what's it like to come back as a member of the Jets? Now, you haven't done that professionally. Coming back to Cincinnati, what's that like for you?
Just moments ago, we were riding on the bus going from Kentucky headed north over the bridge. And looking at the city, seeing the skyline, I got really excited. I had to calm myself down because I said to one of my teammates, it's always been like a dream, like to be able to play professionally in this city. Like growing up here and really knowing like how football in this city is. And it's just always been a dream, and just realizing it like tomorrow. I'm just really excited. Like I can't really, no words can describe it. I don't even know what to say.
It's not just a preseason game to Julian Posey.
It's just a preseason game, but like I said, I did mention I was like I want to play a playoff game here because I know how wild it can get, and I just know that what that atmosphere would be like. So I understand it's preseason game, so it's not going to be as intense as I would like it to be, but it's just going to be fun, and it's going to be partially of the dream. It'd be the biggest one would be to play a playoff game here.
You and my brother have something in common. My brother was a MAC player, played at Miami University, and went on to the NFL and played 6 years in the league. I've never been able to get him to answer this question I'm going to ask you. What was it like making that transition from the MAC into the NFL?
I have nothing against the MAC. There's been plenty of players that have done it. There's plenty of talented players. I mean, the NFL consists of not guys from big schools, not guys from small schools. This is guys who simply know how to play the game. It doesn't matter exactly where you went or where you're from. It just matters if you can play the ball.
What's your favorite place, your favorite venue to play? You've been at LaSalle, you've been at Elder, you've played in some NFL stadiums now up in New York. What's your favorite venue to play at? And we'll take LaSalle out of the equation because, of course, you're going to say that. What's your favorite venue outside of LaSalle to play? MetLife?
Yeah, MetLife. I actually call it Jet Life Stadium. Jet Life Stadium.
That's awesome.
I have to say that.
I got another question that I've been thinking about. With last year, we talked about prior to you coming on the air how you were cut, you were signed back on. The Jets loved your integrity. You were a guy that went in there and you said, you know what, I'm going to learn from things that have happened. I'm going to come back, and it was just a week later and they signed you again. It says a lot about the kind of guy you are. We'll credit LaSalle to some of that, of course, your mom and everything else. But you got a clean slate this year. But the CBA agreement that the NFL has come up with, that agreed to last year with the union, and there's no holdout. Does Julian Posey get a better opportunity this training camp?
Yeah, there's always more opportunities anytime. There's less DBs in front of me, I would say. And, I've also been here for a year. So I've learned the ropes and the ins and outs of the defense and been more comfortable with my talents and my abilities and just how the NFL goes in and day out. Just with the more opportunity, it's me just having, that whole year to build on my confidence and build on my playing skills and to build who I want to be as a player.
What's LaSalle High School meant to you?
LaSalle's meant the world to me. I originally went to St. X for a year and a half, and I
found out your mistakes and made the change, right?
Yeah, most definitely. I don't regret anything from that experience. I've learned a lot of things. LaSalle, to me, that's home. I mean, I train there anytime during the offseason. I've trained there. Me and my brother, we always come back, talk to the kids, talk to the coach. I'm still in contact with my high school coaches. They've actually come to see me play multiple times in college, and to me, I mean, that's home. That's where I feel at home at. Being on LaSalle field, even though it's not the field that I played on, because we had grass when I played. But to me, it just makes me feel good on the inside. It helped mold the person who I am today, being the type of person I am from the type of man that I've always wanted to be.
Julian, thanks a lot for joining us, and good luck against the Bengalis tomorrow. I'm not a big Bengals guy, so tear them up tomorrow night for me, would you?
Oh, definitely.
And keep in touch with us on WLSN as well.
Most definitely.
That's Julian Posey on WLSN Radio.